Elementor One claims to be one subscription all-in-one. After a week of testing, I found a few swanky features that actually help you, like the image optimizer. But I also realized that there is a catch that might make Elementor a lot more expensive than it looks. Let's check all this out. Back in 2016, Elementor showed up as a straightforward page builder for WordPress, focused on making design feel easy instead of technical. Its visual drag-and-drop interface quickly became the go-to way to build sites without code. Elementor just launched Elementor One, a single subscription that's meant to simplify building and running your WordPress sites. It bundles the Elementor Builder, email management, accessibility checks, and image optimizer, among other tools. This means you will need less WordPress plugins, but you will definitely need some external plugins still. It's pretty cool that Elementor includes AI tools to help you write content and design pages faster. It can also generate images and help you with your WordPress code. Or at least that's what they say. Let's take a look at Elementor's dashboard. From here you will manage all your websites and you will be able to create new ones. If you click on Create Sites, you will be prompted to register with Elementor's hosting plan. In other words, you won't get hosting with Elementor One, but you can get it with Elementor if you pay extra, but you could also connect it to other hosting services like Kinsta, Hostinger, or WP Engine. I have added this test site that I'm hosting at Kinsta, and when I click, you can see that I go into the WordPress backend, and you will find that Elementor has created this menu item. When we click on it, we see all the features that Elementor is packed with. There are a lot of them. One thing I quite like is the site planner. As you can see, Elementor is asking me a bunch of questions, and it will propose a structure and a wireframe for me and my design. Elementor is building the sitemap of the website with all the sections that our website should have. Then we can head over the wireframe. Looks pretty professional. From this button here, you can change the colors, the fonts, and even upload a logo if you want to. I could also remove a section if I didn't want it. And let's change the header a little bit. I think I prefer this one. Sadly, I didn't find an obvious way to add new sections. Maybe I'm missing something. Let's go ahead and create the site. Elementor is generating the website based on our brief, the sitemap, and then the wireframes we've designed. Let's check how our About Us looks. And as you can see, we have some dummy text that we might want to replace and some placeholders for images that need to be replaced. One thing I'm pretty keen on trying is the pop-up builder from Elementor. This can help your conversions. For example, I want to create one for allowing users to register in my newsletter. Let's go and create the templates. I think we can repurpose this one. I don't need the phone number. Let's see if I can get rid of it. We can just change the text a little bit. I don't want the phone number, so let's remove it. And let's change the button to register. Then we hit publish and we'll be able to use our pop-up. If we wanted to create a page, we can do it also using its AI assistant. We click here and we say we want create, review, the coolest apps, TBT tips. By the way, if you want to register to the Tool Tester newsletter, you'll find a link in the description of this video. Let's ask it to create testimonials. Let's click on generate. I think this is my favorite one. And we're just gonna use the layout. If we wanted to do it the traditional way, we just comment the plus button and decide which type of layout we want. And then we can start adding elements into each section. For example, we'll add a heading. Let's maybe add an image on the other side. And then we could add some text. There you go. It's sometimes tricky, as you can see, to place the element exactly where you want. I just want to highlight that Elementor has a lot of elements, more than many website builders I've tried before. Things like videos, buttons, spaces, Google Maps, but also carousels, progress trackers, and much more. One thing that I have to admit is that Elementor One's pricing can be a bit confusing at first glance. So let's break it down and see which plan actually makes sense for you. As you can see, Elementor starts fairly cheap at $5 a month, but if you want to use it for more than one website, you'll need to pay at least $9 a month. And if you need the AI features, well, that will set you back at $14 each month. However, you won't get hosting with Elementor One. One thing you have to be aware is that with Elementor One you have credits. Every time you use one of the features you might be charged. And sadly, you cannot pay to get extra credits for 1 month. You will need to upgrade to a whole new plan. If you're interested in trying Elementor, I left a link for you in the description. Elementor is a really powerful website builder, so it has more features and capabilities than other website builders do, like, I don't know, Weebly, Jimdo, or even Squarespace. However, it is way more complex to use than any of these competitors I've just mentioned. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to the Tool Tester newsletter and the channel for more videos like this. See you next time!